First fact of the show for me, there is a speed camera lottery in Stockholm.
What?
If you drive at or under the speed limit, you are eligible to win the lottery. The prize funds come by the fines paid by speeders. So if you break the speed limit, you have to pay a fine. That goes into a big pot. The winner of the pot is decided by a group of people who drive under the speed limit.
I quite like the idea of that.
It's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, I think it's a brilliant idea. It's an incentive to actually drive within the speed of the speed of the speed.
I don't know whether they still do it. This was an experiment that they ran with in about 12 years ago, 10, 12 years ago, in kind of the early 2010s. You got a lottery prize if you were an obedient driver.
It's a good idea. I think it's, looking at the UK, for UK listeners, it's quite a lot of money, the old speeding fines. I know you shouldn't speed, but sometimes you'll be doing like a 33 in a 30, which isn't appalling, and it will cost you 80 quid.
Here's the thing,
It really should. Yeah, that shouldn't cost you money. They usually get about 10%. And
Yeah.
also, look, you can go fast on the motorway. You're being thick if you're getting caught speeding on a 30.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, just do
Yeah,
30.
I agree.
It's not really much. I've got caught in a 30 before.
Yeah, you are thick.
I got caught once.
Here's the thing, though. If everyone, though, is then slowing down to enter this lottery, and the winnings are from the speeding tickets,
No money.
then surely it's one of those things that, like,
Yeah.
oh, I've won. What have I won? 80 quid because one person's sped. Brilliant. So then the incentive to enter the lottery becomes lower. Therefore, the whole idea goes out the window and everyone gets fined. But then there's a huge amount, and then suddenly the incentive is lower again. So it's kind of a bit of a perpetuating cycle that doesn't necessarily have a positive outlook all the time.
I think you could break the system. Facebook group.
Apparently, the average. So in a trial case in Sweden.
Hold on.
What?
Facebook group.
What about
What do you mean a Facebook
So you get
group?
all the people
Yeah.
who live in the area
Yeah.
on the Facebook group.
Yeah.
You say, right, who's not speeding this time? All the rest of them speed. That person wins it. Split the winnings.
Right.
Well, yeah, but then all you do is just end up with the exact same amount of money.
Just realised that.
You're just passing a tenner around the group.
Yeah, you are.
That's basically like, everyone give me a tenner.
Really thought I had that then.
Right, I've got a tenner from 9 of you, and then we're going to split it between 10 of us.
Yeah.
So one person benefits,
Mark.
everyone else
Mark.
loses.
Don't, please.
In a test
You're really
case.
explaining how much of a div I am.
In a test case, about 25,000 cars passed a very specific set of cameras. The average speed limit dropped from 32 kms per hour to 25 kms per hour. But you are right. But I guess I guess in the long term it does make sense. But then in the long term, you're used to not speeding, so you just naturally don't do
I
it.
want to get a little bit deeper here on this point, and this is me not trying to be funny, trying to be honest.
All I'm saying is, last time you tried to bring something up on this point, it was very quickly disproven.
Yeah.
Have you thought through what you're
I
about
have.
to say?
I think you two will probably agree with me as well.
Okay.
I think
Facebook group?
law and being bad in general, obviously there are punishments for that. That's
Sure.
right? But sometimes it feels like the system's always really against you, and they always just want to really punish you. Whereas this kind of brings in that idea of there is a reward for being good in a way, you know. So like, instead of like being the bad person and instantly getting told off for being bad, it's like, hold on a minute, if you do the right thing, you could get something from this. I think it's quite a nice little concept.
Well, it's very much the psychological debate between positive and negative reinforcement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of do you reward for doing well, or do you
Bit like me.
punish for doing bad?
But then again,
But your reward for being good is just that you don't get punished for being bad.
Because I would really, really love it if when I be an idiot and people say that I'm their favourite, you said to me, well done, instead of like, you know, I'll be an idiot and you come at me about it.
but the
Positive,
problem
negative reinforcement.
specifically with this is that should you need a reward for doing something that is going to save lives? Like
I wouldn't complain.
The reason that you're not speeding is because if you do speed, there's a greater chance of causing more damage when you hit someone.
I'm talking more day-to-day things like, you know, wiping your wheel off a toilet seat in a public toilet.
But-
you know, if every time you've done that,
But why do you need positive reinforcement for just helping someone out and not causing a fuss in someone else's day?
what fuss?
Or someone else has got to wipe it. Perhaps a poor cleaner there who's paid money to do it, but that's still not something you want to inflict on someone.
No, well,
You just don't want to inconvenience someone else's day.
maybe a bad example.
When you go to a
How
fast
bad
food,
is your aim?
when you go to a fast food restaurant, do you just leave your remnants on
No.
the table?
No.
You take it to the bin, don't you?
Yeah, but
'Cause
sometimes
that's a decent thing to do.
But sometimes I do just leave stuff. Sometimes.
Why?
Because sometimes I do. Not all the time. Not all the time.
Why?
Because sometimes I just have, not out of like thought of I can't be asked, but sometimes I have just like, gone from the table to the toilet, not returned to the table, and left the restaurant.
Well, it's rude of you. You need to be manneredful here. That's what you don't need. You shouldn't have a reward. You should just have manners.
Well, I reckon a free cheeseburger would encourage me to do more.
So you think that on the trip to the bin, you should get a free cheeseburger?
Maybe, yeah.
But then what are you going to do with the rubbish from the cheeseburger?
Might leave it on the table.
Yeah, sure.
No,
No.
I'm joking. I don't really do
Chuck
these
it in the
things.
bin,
I'm
get
a good
another
person.
cheeseburger.
No, but like it would be good to be recognised with all the bad in the world sometimes when you're doing good.
But sometimes you are.
But it's nice to have a little well done.
On Facebook, sometimes
'Cause
people put a little thing on their group saying,
even
this guy's
being
great,
good-
let's share a £9. What
Even being good, you still get done.
are you talking about?
Well, you do, don't you?
What do you mean?
Okay.
Like
You've
you've grown
being
up
good,
in
you
the,
still get done.
like-
What are you on about?
like you've grown up in the projects in America. Like you're from the wrong side of town. Like what policeman is victimising you?
Oh, is the system rigged against you with your with your
Okay, I'll give you an
3-bed,
example.
3-bathroom
Right.
house?
Give you an
Please.
example. I was 16 once.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can believe that.
It's happened to people.
Walking along the road.
Yeah.
Me, 3 mates.
Imagine what a shit you were.
Me and 3 mates.
Yeah.
We was all drinking beer.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
underage.
Well,
That's
you
not
should have been
good.
doing
Underage
that.
walking along the street. Shouldn't have done that.
No, you shouldn't.
Right.
Policeman pulls over.
Yeah.
With that, my 3 mates throw their beers in the like little bit guard like flower bit next to
They
us
didn't put it in the bin to
No.
get a free cheeseburger.
and run. Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I just stood there holding the beer. I still got the same punishment as what they did.
Well, yeah, because you've committed the crime.
But you see what I'm saying? I've stood
Well,
there. I've
Quick
kind of
question. What was the punishment?
Huh?
What was the punishment?
Just one of those things on the record.
Right. So I slightly.
Like, no, not like a criminal record, like as in like a mark to say he's been caught drinking a beer on the street. I was 16. The guy was quite. I actually don't think that mark went on there. I think it was just
Well,
more of a kind of
this
don't
is-
do it again.
So that is your
But-
reward. That is your reward.
No, but what I'm trying to say is the other 3 done a lot worse than me in that moment. They littered into the flower bed and run.
Yeah.
I stood there and took it on the chin.
Yeah.
But we all had the same thing.
no,
I
but-
don't agree with that.
So
That's on the police for not punishing them for littering.
the reward.
Exactly. They
The-
should have got fined too.
The reward in this situation is you could have got told off, but he has recognised your honesty. He's also taught you a valuable lesson, and you shouldn't need a reward for being honest. And you probably should have run away
Why?
because that's the wise thing to do in that situation.
What, run away from the police?
Well, yeah, I mean you're gonna get done in, aren't you?
Here we go. If there are any
And he's not
PCs
he's
listening
not-
right now,
he's
his
not
name's
gonna-
Dan Simpson. Keep an eye.
And also, he's not going to chase after you. One policeman against 3 16-year-olds. You split up. He's not going to catch you.
We had a couple of Peronis. We weren't running too fast. Trust me.